Welcome to my video presentation. My name is Jose Luis and I'm the CEO of Nutrix, an artificial intelligence web platform that will let you get your nutritional levels diagnosis report at any time, at any moment. It's hard to believe that already more than a year has passed from the beginning of the COVID-19, having ourselves to do a quicker transition from the traditional way to see the doctor to the only virtual format due to the lockdowns or having sometimes big limitations for transportation for long distances to go to the hospital or clinics or any other inconvenience. And also to come back 3 or 5 days after you see the doctor at the first time just to get your report diagnosis. So why not to do it much better? Why need to spend so many days in the process? Why not to use artificial intelligence platform to try to solve this problem? That is why I would like to show today a small demo of how exactly our Nutrix AI platform works and show you also some customer interview opinions about some business assumptions for our product. So let's do it. All right, guys, as you can see, this is the interface of our Nutrix AI solution. So basically, the idea of the solution is upload some pictures from our nutritional levels here, and you can just get, for example, this picture, and then we can just charger here in the interface, and the doctor can get some analysis about your diagnosis, your previous diagnosis. This kind of cholesterol levels, kind of sugar levels, they are previously analyzed in a lab or a clinic. So what we need to do is just the doctor or the clinic can upload it to our system, and they can show this kind of input, and this result, this report can be analyzed by our artificial intelligence, and then it will be comparing by 400,000 other reports with similar conditions. So the artificial intelligence will match the condition with the patient with the previous patterns they have. So we can push the button analyze, and then we will wait for some time, and then we get some uh, recommendation here. So this is the diagnosis that we get. And what is this about here? NPDR. Well, NPDR is kind of a clinical condition. Well, this is in Chinese because this software is made in Taiwan. What we want to do and what to show here is like basically based in your input about your clinical reports, the software can get a diagnosis for you. And this is a very good idea. I mean, to solve some problems about transportation and commuting to the hospital, time consuming. I mean, sometimes a report in the hospital need like 3 or 4 days, and why not to get it? I mean, just in 5 seconds, as you can see here in this demo. Okay, so that's all. And let's see now some interview with some customers, like also know about this demo, about the product, and what they think. What is their opinion about some assumptions, some business assumptions we have in the table in Excel to show, I mean, the degree of certainty about the risky of the project and get some insights from them. So let's see how it goes. Okay, hello everyone. Today we are one of my friends from Peru, which is Lisette. Say hello, Lisette, to everyone hearing.
Hi, good morning, everyone. This is Lisette, all the way from Peru.
Nice. Okay, so today I will share with her about my project, which is the AI nutritional levels platform, and we will do the business assumption analyzer. For example, we have 10 questions here, and we will talk about if each possible question could be kind of if it's wrong, how important for you or for the platform will be an impact for the business. So we can say, for example, Lisette, for a number one, I mean, the AI web service diagnosis is accurate. I mean, do you think it has some impact? I mean, to the business?
Thank you. For me, artificial intelligence in nowadays is very important, so I consider 5 points in that area.
Okay, great. 5 points. And what about the time efficiency?
Time efficient, number three, three
Three.
points.
Okay, all right. And cost saving?
For a cost service of that particular, it must be full.
Yeah, I think because the process can be do it, I mean, faster, no, than traditional way. And what about number four? I mean, better nutritional levels for our daily life if we use the AI platform. Do you think it's
That for me is very important. 5 points for the better nutritional level for our daily life.
great? And what about number five? We need a cell phone to use for AI platform because sometimes, I mean, I know some people are like seniors or elderly people, they don't know how to use a cell phone, right? So do you think it's still important?
I know cell phone it is very important. Even nowadays, not elderly people know how to use it, but it is a must. I mean, if the elderly people have a children or someone who is taking care, so I think it must be number four.
Okay, got it. And what about number six? Like all people don't know how to use the app.
That is correct. That is correct. Most of the elderly people don't know how to use the app. Even my mom is 67 years old and she will not have an idea how to open a WhatsApp. Even I show how to do it. My dad is 74 but he does know how to do it.
Wow. Okay, so how much do you put it? I mean, no, maybe four or
I
five.
didn't four, number four, please.
Okay, and let's move to the next one, which is number seven. People still prefer doctors rather than the AI diagnosis.
Yeah, that is correct. Most of people prefer the traditional doctor, so that it must be number five.
Five. All right. Number eight, like get a referral for a clinic or hospital for a treatment. I mean, if the AI can provide this kind of solution, do you think it's like a possibility of wrong assumption? I don't know.
It's a tricky question, but that must be for me a three.
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 Okay. What about hospitals and clinics can promote the AI nutritional solution? Do you think they should or not?
Hospitals and clinics,
They should promote it. I mean, the AI or
they should.
they should.
They
Okay.
should promote. They should promote. So for me, number four.
Four. Okay. What about customers prefer or apps for like yeah, biomarkers than rather than nutrition? Like for example, people nowadays they use like Nike or Adidas apps to tracking your speed, your I mean your heartbeat or something like that. Do you think those apps are maybe more needed like the AI or NI? Do you think that artificial intelligence should be better than them?
No, not really. Number two for that.
Go for that. Okay. All right. Okay, Liz, thank you so much for your time. And I don't know, something else you wanted to add? Any final
No,
conclusion?
that's it. Thank you for your timing to interview, and I wish you all the best as you always do nice research in your
Oh,
life or this your career.
thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, hello everyone. Now today we have two friends from Taiwan, which are Annie and Eve. Say hello to the friends here.
Welcome to Taiwan.
Okay, Taiwan number one.
Hello.
Taiwan number one. All right, so here is the case. We are having a focus group about some assumptions for the business analysis regarding our artificial intelligence web platform. So we are having some discussion over here, and we will get some insights from each of them. I mean, and get some consensus for each answer. So here we go. Let's go for the first assumption. For example, Annie, what do you think about the AI web service? I mean, diagnosis high accuracy. Do you think it has a
Uh,
possibility to be wrong or something like that? From 1 to 5,
I'll give it a 2.
2.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
and what?
yeah,
So Eve is agree, 2,
me
right?
too.
Why are you agree? If
Yeah,
why?
because I think it would be more accurate because it has complete compared a lot of maybe cases in the database.
Okay, great. Yeah, it's true. It could be availability and accuracy time. Okay, so get in the impact field. I mean, if the other assumption is false. I mean, do you think it's like the level of impact in the project will be from 1 to 10? Annie,
I'll give it a 6
6. Why?
because I think it will affect your project, but not a very big range of it.
Okay, that's good. Okay, and what about you? If from 1 to 10,
Yeah, I think I will give it a 6 too
why?
because it may have a big impact if it's not correct.
All right. Okay. So let's see the assumption number 2. I mean, time efficiency. Do you think, there is a possibility to be wrong about the time efficiency? From 1 to 5, Annie.
Uh, I think I'll give it a 1
Why?
because I trust AI. I
Uh,
think um, due to the process of now the AI is getting more stable, so I think it won't have run on time efficiency.
yeah, it's true because now I think it's a must, or we must do, kind of long, social distancing. We cannot see the
Mhm.
doctor, so we need this kind of tool, right? Like artificial intelligence to
Right,
to stay at home, to see the
right.
doctor, but at home. What about you? If
Yeah, I will give it a 1 too
1, 2, okay,
because with a
AI?
yeah because artificial if yeah AI is usually more efficient.
Yeah, you can save time, right? You don't need to go to commute or
Yeah.
take a transportation to see a doctor. You can see it at home. Okay, great. And what about the level of impact, Annie, from 1 to 10?
Um, I think I'll give it a 4
Uh-huh.
because uh, mostly it's because people has some kind of like wounds or some problems of your body. If I'm talking about a project of your eye screening part, so if people can get the answer or get a report as soon as possible, then it can help them to uh, get better response for their body. But I think because it is one way to save your time. However, if you go to the doctor, then you still spend the time. I mean, like waiting for the process and the
Yeah, you need
result.
to wait for a diagnosis, right? Like 3 or 5
Yeah,
days.
right.
Okay, cool. And what about you? If
I think I will give it a maybe 2 because I think it's okay to be wrong in this part. It doesn't have
yeah,
that big influence.
yeah, about the timing, right? So yeah, okay. So we have two different numbers here, but what about we three of us? We can find a consensus. What about we can put 3, maybe the level of impact as an average? Okay. So since we have two different numbers, we can just put the average.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
To get more
Mhm.
accurate for this impact level. And then we have the cost
Okay.
saving. I think this is very easy. About the possibility of saving money in this project regarding the
Right.
doctor. It's very easy, right? I think you know. What do you think,
Mhm.
Annie?
I'll give it a 1 because
Okay.
like you save your time for going to the doctor. Also, like sometimes you can save your money for paying the pills, the pills that you don't really need.
Right. Right. True. You will save money as well for many things, commuting and
Right.
the fee, the no anything. And what about you? If
I think I would also give it my 3 is in the level of impact, and my possibility of wrong assumption would be 1, as same as any.
oh,
Yeah,
okay. So you agree with the with any about the same cost efficiency? Okay. And for the
yeah,
impact
yeah,
is three,
Mhm.
right? Okay, got it. I got it. Okay. What about you, Annie? About the impact?
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Are you agree with three or
I agree with Eve. I think it doesn't have a lot of with 3. Yeah.
okay? Got it. Okay, what about, the next one? Okay, now we start with Eve. What about, the better nutritional levels for our daily life? With this application, you can get a report and you will get, the better nutritional levels, for your daily life. You will know every day if you are healthy or not. Do you think there is a possibility to be wrong about this assumption from 1 to 5?
I think I will give it a 3, maybe 2, no, 2, 2. I think,
Why?
um, because our body is
Very complex.
complicated, and yeah, very complex. So like our situation changes from by day. So I think maybe it would be not that accurate.
Okay, got it. Okay, and what about you, Annie?
I
Which
think I'll
number
give
from one
it
to five?
a 2 too, because I think um I believe in numbers. Well, AI is very good at numbers. However, everyone have different um different like condition of their body. Some people go to sleep at very late, so like AI can even control your daily routine also.
Oh yeah, yeah, just like me. Okay, all right. Okay, what about if what about the impact of level in the project? Do you think from 1 to 10?
I think maybe 4,
Why?
because
Oh oh.
if the advices are wrong, they actually influence the people's health.
All right. Okay. What about you,
And
Annie?
mhm.
What number from 1 to 10?
uh I think I'll give it a 3
Why?
because I think it doesn't really affect much if
Three.
you are getting like uh wrong information. I think because what you eat is normally what you are eating every day, so the effect won't be like so fast. It won't show out very fast, and it won't affect too much.
Oh, that's a good point.
uh
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point. The side effects, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so maybe we can. Okay, I like it. What about we can keep number three? Do you agree? If
yeah. Okay, I agree.
we can put number three because I think we get a different point here. What about here? The next one about we need a cell phone to use the AI platform. Is there a possibility to be wrong about this assumption, Annie?
um Wait, let me think about it. We need a cell phone to use the AI. I think,
Uh,
yeah, probably it will be wrong 3, because um in this kind of generations, actually a lot of things are replacing our cell phones or even our computers. Even one day we can use our glasses, or like even a spoon, or um a small thing, a watch, so you can replace it. You might don't have
Sure,
you might don't need a cell phone to use the
sure.
AI
Any
test.
wearable, right? Any device, wearable gadget. Okay, great.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, you
Very.
agree if, okay, great. What about the impact to the project? I mean, Annie?
Um, I think I'll give it a one. I think it doesn't will have a big effect to your project.
Okay, all right. What about you, Eve?
Yeah, me too. I will give it a one
Okay, why?
because it doesn't have a big influence. Yeah.
Yeah, I think because I think everybody know, I mean, they have a cell phone, right? So it doesn't matter.
Uh,
Okay, so what about the next one? I mean, what do you think about all people don't don't know how to use the app? Do you think there is the possibility to be wrong about this assumption? From 1 to 5, if.
Two, I think.
Why?
Yeah, there are some old people who know how to use cell phones, but I think it's not the majority.
Okay, okay, that's good. What about you, Annie? From 1 to 5.
uh, I will give it um a three. No, I'll give it a four,
4.
because four means that I agree that young people, old people don't know how to use the app, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the possibility of to be wrong. I mean, it's like I mean, this will be false. This assumption will be false.
Yes, cause um I think, like, although the generation is changing, but the old people is, some of them are staying the same. Like they are stubborn to know the new things.
Okay.
So I think, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think they will know how to use it.
Okay, so let's put an average from 2 to 4. Let's put 3, the average, and
Okay.
let's ask about if about the, I mean, the level of impact in the project. What do you think if from 1 to 10, the level of impact?
Maybe three,
3.
because I still think the majority of old people, because I think still the majority of old people doesn't know how to use.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, clearly. Okay, you are right. Some people they don't know how to use it. Okay. And what about you, Annie? The impact from 1 to 10.
I think I have the same opinion with Eve. I'll give it a three,
Okay, great. Okay, what about the next one? I mean, people still prefer
because
doctors rather than the AI
yeah.
diagnosis. What do you think about this? If from 1 to 5,
Hmm. I think two.
why?
Yeah, because Taiwanese people rely. What I'm talking about, like in our country, because people prefer going to the doctor. It has a like they would have a sense of comfort when they see the doctor.
Mhm.
So it's like you don't trust too much in the machines.
Yeah, they trust the
The
doctors.
doctor. Okay, good. What about you, Annie?
I'll give it a two too, because we often rely on the doctor since we grew up. When we have any um, problem on our body, we will go directly to the doctor. So um, for me, I think people will still prefer the doctor,
Yeah,
like
that's
at
true.
least at first. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true because Taiwan is very convenient, even for doctors. You have everywhere, every single corner. I think you have a
Right.
clinic. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
What about that level of impact? If from 1 to 10,
I think maybe three.
why?
Because if they trust the doctors more, they may not want to use your product.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, that's a good point. What about you, Annie?
Uh, mm,
Do you think it have a big impact or not that impact to the AI project?
I think it will have quite high impact. I'll give it a actually 6 or 7
Six.
because
Okay.
yeah, because I think um because we rely on the doctor, so we won't go on to any like kind of this project AI software to ask for help.
Okay, that's right. That's true. So let's put an average. What about five? I mean, it has a middle kind of effect in the impact project. So let's do it for five. All right.
Okay.
Okay, and let's move to the next one, which
Yeah.
is get a referral for a clinic or hospital for a treatment. I mean, do you think there is a possibility to be wrong? I mean, about this assumption, if from one to five.
I think it would be 4 because I
Or
think it's possible.
okay, that's true. Yeah, that actually you can contact some customers. Oh, sorry, some clinics and hospitals as a customers also. What about you, Annie?
Mm-hmm.
From one to five?
I I think I will go with Eve. I think I agree that you can easily get some
Referrals.
referral for yeah
Okay,
for
great.
clinic or hospital. Yeah.
Nice. What about you, if I mean, what about the impact to the project? I mean, from one to 10?
Mm, I think. Let me think. I think it would be 4 or something,
Four, okay.
but I'm not that sure about this. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean about this feature, I mean, do you think it will, I mean, giving referrals to clinics and hospitals, do you think is important or not important for the project, for the AIC?
Yeah. I think I will stay with 4.
Four. Okay,
Yeah,
you keep
it's
four.
quite important.
Nice. What about you, Annie?
Um. Hmm. I think I will give it a 3.
Three.
Yes, because
Why?
information can be found easily on internet. So if there's not even a referral for a clinic or hospital, it won't really affect it.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, so it means you got four and three. So let's put an average, like for example, okay, let's put here
For
three, four. Okay, let's put four. Okay, because you can see maybe I think for if point is also good because I mean if you give more referrals to the doctor, more people will use the
all right,
application because
yeah.
you will get more contact with the I mean with the clinics and hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. What about the next one? I mean, the hospital and clinics can promote the AI solution. What about you? If
Mm,
from one to five,
yeah. Yeah, I think 4 because um you can track your daily nutrition level.
yeah, and then you can also, I mean, the hospitals and clinics can recommend this kind of software, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, great. What about you, Annie? From one to five.
Uh, one is that you think that wait, let me make sure. One is that you think it will be wrong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I will give it a um. I'll give it a 4 also.
Okay, you agree with Eve? Nice. Okay,
Yes, I
Eve.
agree with
What?
her.
Okay, nice. What about the impact to the project? I mean, do you think this assumption impact from one to 10? If
Yeah, I think the impact would be 5 because if you have a backup from the hospital and clinics, it will be more reliable.
oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, reliable part is very important. What about you, Annie? From 1 to 10, do you think it has any impact to the project?
Yes, I'll give it a 6. I
6.
think hospital and clinics is a very important um, like channel, because things we just me and Eve just talk about that it we especially in especially Taiwanese, we really rely on hospital and clinics. So if then the hospital say something, it will have a kind of big impact on it. But however, also on the other side, if the doctor says something good, they say something good about this kind of project, then I think people will also agree and will also like to try about that.
Okay, great. Okay, so I think this is a good point as well. What do you think about her point, Eve? I mean, do you agree with her or do you still keep in your 5?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, nice. So let's keep in 6. And let's move to the last one, but not least. I mean, what about the customers prefer other apps for biomakers rather than the nutritional? For example, some people like the, Nike apps, iPhone, iWatch, or something like that. They have some heat beat signals or some kind of measurements for the diabetes, high pressure. Do you think people still prefer those apps regarding this artificial intelligence? The possibility to be wrong is from 1 to 5 if.
Mm, I think I will give it a 3 because they have their own advantages and disadvantages. So it's hard to tell because some of those brands would seem cool, but it would not be that professional as this kind of app,
Right.
like tailor made for nutrition. So
Yeah.
I think they have their own advantages and disadvantages. So maybe I'll give it a 3 because I'm not sure.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's true. What about you, Annie?
I think I will give it a 2,
Mm-hmm.
because
Why?
I think that um, trend is very important, and our generations, people, young people, especially, and also not only young people, but also 40 or 50s, they like to follow the trend, and all the apps for biomarkers are kind of trend now. So I think it won't be a big mistakes about the customers prefer those apps
All right.
than nutrition.
All right. So, do you agree with her? If you keep in 3, or you prefer, I mean, to switch to 2?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, we switch to number 2. I think, yeah, it's okay. I mean, the trending is also
Yeah, we can
important.
give it a 2. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, nice. And the last one, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
about the impact for the project. I mean, what do you think if from 1 to 10?
I think it would be 5.
5? Why?
Yeah, because in the end, it would be a product. So the market is very important.
All right, yes, to get a big sales. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Annie?
I agree with Eve. Yeah, because if I believe that if people love the product, then he or she will be a loyal customer. So it is a very important thing. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we finished already.
Mm.
Thank you so much for your time. And this is really nice. I mean, average answers we have, I mean, for each of them. And you helped me a lot. Really, really helped me a lot. Thank you so much.
Okay,
You're
nice.
Okay.
welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.